Well, we've got a fun one today. Maybe. Interesting at least. I'm gonna go work on my buddy's Eclipse. The only thing that I know about it is the battery was hooked up backwards and they already replaced the main fuse, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Honestly, maybe a little over my head, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll update you when we get there. Here it is, fellers. You could tell she's been sitting for a little bit. Well, we're going to see what happens when we put a battery on it, then I can start to diagnose. Now, I don't exactly know how long she's been sitting, but it looks like it's been a minute. That's that main fuse. I did replace it. Alright, so like I said, I know zero about this car. So we're just going to start by putting a good battery on it. This one came off the Blazer. Broken connection. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. Cable's almost too short. Oh, the cable may be a problem. I got some vice grips though, we'll make it work. Well, it's kind of on there. Let's see what happens with the key. I don't know if this car is getting spark, but it's cranking, so that's cool. We gotta get the spark tester out, feller. Now I don't know why, but I thought it'd be a good idea to grab one of these spark testers while I was coming over here, and I'm glad I did. So let's see how we can get this thing going. Gosh dang it, thing's on there. Okay, so apparently to use this, all you do is ground it out and hook it up to the cool, and then that's how you'll know you got spark. So you're gonna have to let me know though. Yeah, use the engine lift point. Now you're gonna have to be my eyes, so you let me know if you see spark jump. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see any spark. I'm going to go ahead and take this little extendable bit off and see if that changes anything. But I think we got a culprit screaming at us. Already. Now, just for the heck of it, I went ahead and put that tip back on, inserted it back into the coil, and I even shortened the distance of the jump that the spark has to make, and I moved my ground to the battery ground. Let's just see, just for the heck of it, if that changes anything. I don't know. Seems like to me it's not getting spark, so I guess we'll run down that checklist and see if we can figure something out. But I smell fuel, and it's got some pretty good compression, is what it sounds like, so maybe this will be a lot easier than I thought it'd be. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't read some kind of RPM from this, and I guess that'll let us know if our crank sensor is at least good, because this is cool on plug. There's no distributor. Okay, so we're getting RPMs. So, I mean, that at least tells me that the Hall effect sensor is good, and it should be sending spark. I don't know. Back to it. Also, I just want to say I'm not a pro with one of these things, so if you see me doing something wrong, let me know. I went into the immobilizer and I didn't see any codes there, so I think we're fine there, you know. I don't even know if it would let me crank the car if it was throwing codes anyway. You know, someone let me know if you know these Eclipses. Yo, hold the phone. Here's a fuse that does something ignition, blah blah blah. I don't know, I just Control F ignition on the fuse page, and look what we have here. I'll be dang. Let's see if something happens now. It's a good thing I just went and bought some fuses. A 10 for the win, baby. All right, hopefully we don't get no popping. All right, let's see what that does. Don't get your hopes up, but well, I'll be dang if it wasn't the fuse. Check this out. Let's go, fella. It's been sitting for 2 years, so maybe I should check the oil in the air box. I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Where is that dipstick on this thing? Oh yeah, someone must have just messed with this thing. They said it was sitting for 2 years, so I bet he's ready to drive it again. Well, I'm going to the store now to get a battery in for that guy so we can wrap it up and he can drive it around and maybe get some of that old fuel out of there. Maybe some octane booster so we can throw it in the tank and he can just run it through and it'll be alright. But I didn't think that'd be so quick. Well, what the heck? What kind of video are we going to do now? I'll take a quick W over a long one, I suppose, you know. Alright. Also, if you're from my generation, I'm sure you see those cars and immediately think Fast and Furious 2. If that's not what you think of, let me know what you think of, but every time I see that, I think of that car in Fast and Furious 2. If that thing was a manual, that'd be sweet. I mean, it's already a pretty cool car, honestly, you know. It's hard to beat a Japanese four-banger, but... So let me know, what piece of media do you tie that car to? This stuff was cheap enough at the parts store that I'm just going to go ahead and give her a drink. Drink up, drink up, drink up. I guess I'll let you hang out with me while I replace this battery cable in. We can do that together at least, you know. This thing's barely on there anyway. Give me that thing. I just realized that this battery is dead, so I'm gonna have to pull up my car. I want to drive it around the neighborhood just to see if any engine lights come on, but cool. Yeah, that's good. That ain't no half inch.
That's what she said.
Gotta be a 12. Okay, we're cooking. Just got to use 14,000 different size fasteners. Makes sense. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I grew up in this neighborhood. I got a lot of good memories over here. Me and a buddy of mine, we went back into that forest back there and set an Xbox on fire for a video. If I can find it, I'll put in a little clip, but I think that video's long gone. Anyway, back to the car. We'll put another little tiny bite on this guy. Grabbed the wrong socket again as a joke. Did you laugh? Let me know. It wasn't a joke. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just stupid. God. That boy ain't going nowhere. Well, how about that? That's pretty cool. He told me this car was sitting for, I think, 3 years. But if you look at the plates, I think the most recent year is 22. So I think this thing's been sitting for about 4 years. I just wanted to drive it around to get the cobwebs out of it, at least a little bit, but not bad. This car only has 136,000 miles. That is not bad at all. This is a really cool car. There's so many Too Fast, Too Furious quotes. I want to say something, ejecto cedo ca. You know what I'm saying? Man, this car is nice. It sounds great. It's got a shake. You know, maybe these tires are flat spotted. Maybe they're a little low on air. You know, you get those fixed, you'll be all right. And it needs a new battery, or at least that other one needs to see if it'll come back to life. But would you believe that nobody wanted to look at this car? Nice. Nobody wanted to look at this car, and you know, I just did some simple diagnosing and it turned out to just be a fuse. You know, if you just put a test light on, you would have found that. Whatever. How cool is that though? No check engine lights. That 136,000 miles is kind of crazy. This car will, surely that little four banger will last another 200. The only problem right now is this window. It must have fallen off the tracks or something. I'm not going to touch that. But, you know, you need to pull this door panel and get in there. And I may do that if he wants me to do that. We'll see. But, oh my goodness. Cool. How about that, folks? Another satisfied customer, you know what I'm saying? Oh! Gosh dang, there was like a 2-foot pothole just there. As I'm putting the final touches on this video, editing it, I just wanted to say that if I could have done one other thing, I would have got my multimeter out and checked the voltage the alternator was throwing out. But I guess we'll know within a week or two if I get a call from him or a message if it's a problem or not. So, yeah. And I also filmed a little why did this happen section right here. So you may be wondering, why are you filming this like a found footage horror movie? And to that I say, I don't really know. But let's get on to the demonstration. So you see, when a fuse got too much current, it pops. Well, that's really all about it. Like and subscribe, thanks.